Rolled hem is one of my favorite stitches to do on the serger. So on the BERNINA L890, we're actually going to use the guided mode and go step by step through what you are changing. Right now the serger is set up for a 4-thread overlock, and we're going to go to rolled hem. So start off by picking your stitch, go to the folder, and we are looking for stitch number 8. The 3-thread rolled hem. If you were in the expert mode, touch the home button, go to guided, and we're going to go step by step. So first off, lift the presser foot, touch the arrow. No unthreading is required. Well, there is, but we are going to switch it just a little bit. Presser foot, we have the standard C11 foot. If that's not on, this little video will show you how to change it. Your presser foot pressure, that's right up here. It says to be at 4. Insert needles in the position shown. So we are using just the right needle, and that is key on a rolled hem. You have to have the right needle in only. You also need to and must remove the left needle. So I'm going to go ahead and snip the thread at the bottom and pull it out. Yes, I know I'm pulling it backwards, but I also am going to remove the cone I'm not using. Don't let this thread dangle back here. It will get lonely and go back in with its friends. Take the screwdriver, and I do use the little needle threader because that little holder on the end allows me just to slide it up the needle I'm removing and then loosen the screw, and it'll drop right into the holder. Then I don't have to worry about it. Tighten that screw all the way back in, lots and lots of tighten, because of course it had that little shaft in there before, now it doesn't, so it goes all the way in. What to do with this needle? If you open up your door, remember you have the cute little pin cushions here, right down at the bottom. You can store it, and then your needle will be right where you left it. We are looking to make sure that our knife is active and our cutting width is somewhere in the 5.5 range. So your cutting width is right down here. So I'm going to just adjust that as I'm told to. Next, I'm just double checking that the knife covered insert is on, and it is. Active upper looper, that is on, because I've been doing regular serger stitching. That is going to be all there. And that the 2-thread converter is not part of this particular stitch. Set the rolled hem selection lever to position R. Now that is this little lever right here where there's an O and an R. Pull it towards you for R. There's a little stitch finger right down at the needles that has pulled out. When you push it back, it goes in. So just remember, I know if you go back through these steps for another stitch, it's going to get to this step and remind you to push that in. If you forget, you might want to leave yourself a little sticky note. It's a common thing people do is they just kind of start to rush through here, and then they leave that set for R on a 4-thread overlock stitch, and then no, that stitch doesn't look good at all. But for rolled hem, it is set to R. Last step here, we are double checking that we have the green, blue, and red thread connected. Now, if you are doing a decorative thread, it always goes in the upper looper, the blue one, and we're going to be touching the green check mark, and we're all set to try this out. I usually like to recommend that we do this on a finer fabric, just a piece of cotton, but we're talking 1 layer. So usually this stitch isn't found and done on like fleece or something chunky like a piece of denim. Lower down the presser foot and just go ahead and stitch. We'll see how it looks. It has automatically shortened the stitch length to 1.2. I can make this closer together once we take a look at how it fills in. Oh, I always love these stitches. So you see on here, my blue thread is my upper looper. So that you see on both the front and the back, kind of pulls it over. And if you actually look at the stitch on screen, that's what they're showing you right here, is that you're going to see the blue thread on the front and the back. If you do need to adjust anything, of course we are learning all about the different adjustments, but all in all, that rolled hem is so perfect. So a couple things to remind you when you go back to normal stitching, don't forget to push that stitch finger back in when you're done. And if you are using 2 needles next, when you put that second needle in, make sure it goes to the highest position. The left one is taller than the right one, so make sure that that is looking good, and maybe just go back through that guided mode to make sure that your next stitch you pick is properly set up for what you are looking to do. But I love that this is just going to take me through those steps. one step at a time, making sure I don't miss a step to get the perfect stitch every time on the Bernina L890. Now we have tons of videos that we're doing on this machine. You'll find the complete playlist in the description below, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so as we keep doing new videos, you can be notified so not to miss a single one.